준비됐냐?
아니요.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most shocking moments in All of Us Are Dead.
아빠가 사랑해.
For this list, we're looking at the most surprising, impactful, and gut-wrenching scenes in this high school zombie apocalypse series. Beware, there will be major spoilers. And, of course, some bloody carnage.
대박.
How would you survive this crazy kid-eat-kid world? Tell us your plan in the comments. Number 10. The chaos of the outbreak. We all knew it was coming. But All of Us Are Dead still managed to fill the initial outbreak with some shocking moments. While she isn't the first to be infected, it's the school nurse whose bite unleashes chaos in the school. Seeing prey, she lunges into the hallway, right into a wall. Once back on her feet, she tears a huge chunk right out of a student's face. As the outbreak spreads, bodies rain down from the windows. Very quickly, there are more zombies than survivors. We're happy to say that we've never seen a cafeteria fight quite like this one. Number 9. Isak turns.
이사가 왜 이렇게 차? 뭐가?
The role of the best friend during the end times is an unlucky one in many a movie. We didn't necessarily expect Onjo's bestie Isak to make it to the end of the series, but to be honest, we didn't expect her to go out so early on either, in just the second episode. When she turned, it wasn't sudden either. It was gradual and heart-wrenching.
아니잖아. 나 그런 거 아니잖아.
The way she reacted was probably how we all would, with disbelief and horror. Even when all was lost, Onjo still tried to save her, holding on and refusing to let go. Number 8. Jimin finds her parents. A zombie outbreak is guaranteed to come with casualties, and there are plenty of those in All of Us Are Dead. But for some reason, this one really hit home. As the survivors fly a drone beyond the school grounds, Jimin suddenly recognizes a car. It's her dad's.
나 아니.
왜? 뭔데?
이거 우리 아빠.
And when the drone swoops in for a closer look, we see her mom and dad inside, thrashing mindlessly. They had driven to the school to rescue her. Her grief feels all too real, a punch to the gut for everyone watching. It's just too easy to imagine being in her shoes. This was one shock that just hurt. Number 7. Chung-san sees his zombified mom. This moment was just brutal. As the survivors escape the school building, Chung-san comes face to face with his mother.
청산아.
In his rattled mind, she seems to be smiling and calling out his name. In reality, she has joined the undead. Not realizing who she is, his friends spring into action, clubbing her as she writhes on the ground. This means that Chung-san has to deal with the impact of losing his mother and of seeing her being beaten up by his friends at the same time. That is a lot to process. Number 6. Jun-young is bitten. The zombie apocalypse brings out the worst in human nature, both in terms of the zombies themselves and the selfishness of some survivors.
변할 수 있는 끝을 본 뒤에도 사람이 아름답다고 믿을 수 있을까?
But it also brings out the best, with students banding together and even laying down their lives for each other. Jun-sung sacrifices himself for Mi-jin, Soju for his daughter, and Woo-jin for his sister. But while these hit hard, there was something especially savage about Jun-young's fate. While arguing over strategy, Mi-jin hits and insults him. Jun-young promises to take responsibility for the plan. When Mi-jin is about to be bitten, Jun-young saves her and is bitten instead. Leaving protection, he uses his final moments to help his friends, letting himself be torn into as a screaming Mi-jin holds his hand. Number 5. Eun-ji eats the dean. Fish is good for you. It's high in protein and a great source of omega-3 fatty acids. But it doesn't always hit the spot. After Eun-ji stumbles upon the dean, she attempts to satisfy her new cravings with a few goldfish. However, realizing that she's been bitten, he tries to brain her with a thermos.
아프면 양호실로 가야지.
Man, was this a bad move. The dean had ignored her pleas for help when she was being bullied, and Eun-ji takes her revenge, showing him just how much she hates his guts.
내가 왕따 당한다고 했을 때 그러셨죠. 그걸 왜 나한테 말해? 니네 담임은 데려서 얘기하지.
All of Us Are Dead is all about the cycle of neglect and violence, and we see this theme manifested here in a visceral fashion. Number 4. The rescue is called off. We can't say we were that shocked when Eun-ji attacked Chul-soo. The two had been bullied together, but Chul-soo had been made an accomplice in her torment and let her return to the school corridors alone.
그거 말고 난 다른 거 먹을래.
다른 거 뭐?
너?
But we were clutching our heads at the consequences of her action. Realizing that the infected can be asymptomatic, the commander calls off the rescue.
작전 취소! 물건만 확보해서 퇴출한다!
아저씨, 저 내려가요.
We get it. He doesn't want to risk bringing asymptomatic infected into the quarantine camp. But as the audience, we knew that the survivors were fine. Okay, Namra is a little infected, but she's a good zombie. Or Hamby, half zombie. Rescue had been so close, and suddenly, all those hopes were dashed.
명령이다. 발포해! 아저씨! 몇 명이라도 데려가 주시면 안 돼요? 쏴, 이 새끼야! 쏘라고!
Number 3. Guinam turns, but survives. Since Guinam is set up as such a major antagonist, we were pretty surprised when he got stabbed in the eye and swarmed by zombies in the library in episode 5. However, as we soon learn, not everyone has the same reaction to the Jonas virus. In rare cases, the virus levels up to create a new kind of human. The reprehensible Guinam benefits from this ability.
요나스 바이러스는 항체가 들어오는 순간 스스로를 변형시켜 공격 목표를 잃게 만든다. 세포가 학습하며 진화한다고 밖에 설명되지 않는다.
Waking up, he finds that he's turned, but he's still self-aware, his personality, memories, and motivations intact. What this creates is basically a super bully. Eun-ji and Namra have similar transformations, although they react in different ways. Number 2. Na-yeon infects Kyung-soo. Na-yeon was horrible from the outset, quick to assign blame while contributing nothing to the group herself. But we didn't realize she was this petty. When she's about to apologize to Kyung-soo, who she'd wrongly accused of being infected, she has a chance at redemption. Instead, she wipes her handkerchief on zombie blood and deliberately infects him, just to prove herself right.
평소에 내가 너 무시했던 거 알지?
야, 됐어. 다 지난 일인데 뭐. 나가자.
되긴 뭐가 돼? 너 무시당할 만하잖아.
The moment Kyung-soo turns is heart-wrenching, underscoring the cruelty of Na-yeon's dirty deed.
경수야. 괜찮아. 괜찮아. 다들 고마웠어. 꼭 살아.
Adding on to the shock, the zombie Kyung-soo ends up eating his best friend's mom. Salty. Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Hyunju breaks her own back. Jeez, the crunch. the military shuts down communications. Right after Chung-sun went to all that effort to get a phone.
현재 시간을 기해 효산 시내의 휴대폰, 일반 전화, 인터넷을 포함한 모든 유무선 통신을 제한하겠습니다.
Chul-soo leaves the survivors to die. He heard their voices, but doesn't tell his rescuers.
확실하지? 너밖에 없는 거. 다 좀비예요. 다 죽었어요, 전부 다.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Chung-san's fate.
잘 가지고 있어라. 잘 가지고 있을게.
As one of the two main leads, Chung-sang seemed to have a good chance of making it to the end. After he reveals his romantic feelings to Eun-jo, they agree to talk about their friendship once they're safe and sound. However, Guinam's grudge keeps leading him back to Chung-san. And in the penultimate episode, he bites Chung-san. Frankly, we were pretty upset that his friend Soo-hyuk holds the others back while it happens, even if it was for their own safety. Oh yeah, and then Chung-san gets his eye gouged out. Determined to take Guinam down with him. He is engulfed in flames as the military bombs Hyosan High. We did not really see that coming. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.